right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle tight.
Okay, homie, you just hopped in? Okay, listen, we're talking about Las Vegas Scoop and a post that they posted about all the posts that they posted, I guess, about trying to look for homeboy that smoked old girl.
Right.
I'm
Talk
not
about that too, though. What about that part?
I'm not like okay.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning any of that. I'm not
Right.
saying any of that is cool. That I'm not even. The only slight thing that I am on about that is if you're gonna report that in this big major way,
Yeah.
not just like one post, boom, there, here we go. You know what I
Right.
mean? It was like in a major way. I felt like you have to do it to all the victims of the valley,
Right.
because you're reporting from the valley.
But that too, like if you're a type of fool and you get with a girl like that and you're so possessive that you already know what you got yourself into, dog, how are you gonna go fucking this crazy and kill her because I mean, you're so like obsessed and possessed with her?
That's
you
a
know
very
what I mean?
okay, that's very good though. Do you know what happened?
No.
I'm just asking. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not being like, well, then you can't say that. No, I'm not saying that.
No, yeah.
I'm
From what I read on all of
Okay.
the comments, it was
Okay.
pretty much that, like, he thought some shit about her and jealousy or whatever, and they got in a fight or whatever. And
Hey, listen. 2 years ago, my ex brother-in-law
Uh-huh.
is from a neighborhood out here, a
Mhm.
very old neighborhood out here, a neighborhood that's been around.
Right.
His girl was from an opposite neighborhood, actually, a very well-known neighborhood.
Mhm.
She ended up smoking him, and then smoking herself.
Damn.
And then, here comes all these people. Oh, he got what he deserved. He was a woman beater and da 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 da. Now, if he was, he was. How come you didn't say anything when he was alive? How come you didn't do any of that when he was there in your face
Right.
multiple times? How come you allowed her to stay with old boy? How come you didn't say nothing then? I'm not condoning what happened.
Right.
I'm asking the real question. The real question to the matter. Don't say nothing. Let them people rest in peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And jumping back to what's at hand right now is, I don't know what happened. We're talking about comments, and that's what I'm saying. These fools are saying that, oh, he did this and he did. Like, if it was just them two there, then they're going to be the only people that ever know the real story. Now, do I say what he did is right? How do we know? She didn't have the gun. I'm not trying to say anything about any of that.
Yeah.
I'm only saying I don't know. Hey, these are like things that are that will be asked in court. These are things that they're gonna go into trial.
Right.
All of those things are gonna pop up. When it comes to that point down the line, you can go get the minutes and look at the transcripts and read the whole case yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not you specifically, but and like I said, this isn't to try to like drag her through anything. I'm not.
It's just
only
a situation, right?
It's just right. I don't know what happened. I'm not saying what he did is right, or I don't know what the fuck. But so Fox 5 reported that now the police were looking for him. See, the police weren't looking for him. Las Vegas Scoop was. They were. They're the ones that were saying, where's he at? Da, 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 da.
Right.
Because from my understanding and from what I've seen,
But I'm sure the police are looking for him too. Yeah.
what? No, but they got to put a pro bono, not a pro bono. What do they call it?
Post.
Not they have to file charges against him,
Oh.
but they can't file charges unless they have the evidence to file charges. They can't just be like, oh, he said it, you said it, you said it, and you weren't there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So no, they have to do their preliminary investigation to say, okay, oh that, okay.
What if there was another chick there, huh?
Right.
Oh shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know everything.
Right.
I'm just getting at that, like, we're okay. Back to, I think we're it'll get misconstrued later on down the road, maybe as being that we're like talking head or something about that, and we need to let her rest in peace.
Right.
Let that part of it handle it. Back to what they were doing, asking where this fool's at and telling anybody to report in and they'll remain anonymous is just like wow to me. It's just like, that's why I said, what's your name and badge number? You know, because we have we have the right to ask an officer what his name and badge number is.
Mm.
They could try to ask us for our ID, and if we're not committing any crime, and it has to be like evident that I'm committing a crime. They can't just be like some dude randomly walking and say, "Yeah, a guy in a blue shirt," and they pull you over. Like, man, give me all your like. They're not allowed to do that, bro.
Right.
They do it because nobody says nothing.
That's something they should probably teach the kids at school and shit too, because that shit that we used to deal with and we didn't know the law. We just thought like,
Right.
yeah, the police can pull you over, they can't search the shit out of you, they can do whatever they want, yeah.
No, you're absolutely.
But in
right.
all reality, it's not true, right?
Um,
Chippy, what up?
yeah, we do fuck with Polo. Yeah. No, it's. Ah, man, it's they can't do that, bro. Like, I mean, each state has a little bit different laws, though.
Right.
So, like, some is a no ID or something's called no ID state or something where you do not have to produce your ID to an officer just because he asks what's your name no, I don't have to do that.
Right.
Like there's that dude San Joaquin where he goes around to all the public offices, like the police station and all these places, and he's just video recording. And they're like, "Hey, put your camera down." And he's like, "No, I don't have to."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like, and he really gets them because they're getting away with what's not the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're using by force their badge to give them authority, a higher authority.
Right.
Versus, who pays your bills? Oh yeah, when I go to work every day, I pay your bills.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Taxpayer.
I'm a taxpayer. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
but that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that hey, if you're gonna report anything, man, please report all the victims, even the less fortunate victims that don't get to have the popularity as other ones. Or I don't know why you chose to do that or whatnot.
Right.
Whatever it is. It is what it is.
What did Trippy say right there?
What's good, G's? First Friday tomorrow, y'all gonna be there? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be over there. You gonna be over there?
Yeah. Or
Are we gonna go to the
we'll
wall?
be here.
Oh, you're gonna go right here?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to go to the wall?
I got shit I want to try to sell.
At the wall? They're gonna be at Fresas. I mean, we can go right here too.
Yeah.
I mean, let me get a little stack, and I'll go and I'll set up my little table. Cause it's First Friday.
I do want to finish up to them tomorrow too, though. It'll be tight, yeah.
If y'all ain't seen it, come out tomorrow, First Friday. I mean, shit, we'll do a intermission. Quick shout out. What is it? Shout out, homie. Tomorrow's First Friday. Shout out Trippy Pidgey right there. That's the homie. Shout out First Friday tomorrow. Come out to Legendary's Art Supply. Come check out all the merch that all the vendors are gonna have, especially the Days Age, 2Cents, Legendaries, Frank, our Inspiring Sellout, all the other vendors that come out, man.
Legendary just got some new merch too.
Yes, bro.
Everybody
yes.
just dropped, yeah.
Everybody, dog. Everybody. I'm just an ambassador. I don't even drop it no more. You can catch my work out there. No, I'm just. Hey, bro. You got off the live the other day on TikTok?
Huh?
Right when you got off the live, bro. Right when you got off the live. You're like, all right, fool, homie, I'll see you. I'm going to head out to Holly.
Yeah.
I'm cruising down Main. I could see where I painted, right? My painting?
Yeah.
I see somebody right there. Like, I'm getting to the street, California. I'm like, where the panty sniffer painting's at. Right?
Yeah.
Right down the corner. And I see down the way, somebody's writing, bro, on the wall. And I'm like, the wall's already filled. Like, what do you write? That ain't the dude. And that ain't the dude. You know what I mean? From everybody who painted there.
Right.
So I start pumping. Bam, I'm going. I'm like, and I pull up and crackhead, busted down female is writing on chalk. She wrote all over my shit. Right? She I forget what she wrote. Oh, she goes, something hijack. Right? It said something like all over it, bro. And then she was writing on
the main shit?
Yeah, with
the main street?
Because I had the Illuminati right there, I think.
Yeah,
it's not the Illuminati for
right.
me. It's the all-seeing eye off the dollar bill.
Right.
That's all it is. It actually means nothing for me.
So it was something to her. Oh shit.
Right. So she wrote something on it. They kind of, you know what I mean? Like we're hijacked or something.
Yeah.
So and then she's writing on Dylan tattoo, the one next to mine.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to all the other dudes on the wall that y'all had something there. It was just chalk, but I cleaned mine up only. I'm sorry, it was too. Bro, mine was all over.
Right.
There was just like a write, and it wasn't a tag. It was her writing. Like
Script and shit.
she was just writing gibberish, bro.
Right.
But when I pull up there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, hey, get the hell out of here, man. What the hell are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, if you was a dude, man, it'd be a totally different story right now. But what the hell? Get out. She goes, it's because you have no college degree. You have no high school education. This is why this is happening, right? Yo, she was tripping. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then like, so anyways, and then I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, so if you go to the TikTok live, I think that you might be able to play it. No,
Yeah.
we'd have to play it. And it's only like 15 minutes. If you go fast forward up to like almost the point where I'm leaving the alleys, coming across Fresas and getting on the main,
Yeah.
it stops and picks back up clean. And you don't even ever see that lady, dog.
Really?
I'm serious, bro. And it wasn't like that because right at that point, like when I was done, I went to the replay.
Right.
And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, because I was riding the bike kind of looking at the camera.
Would be so somebody erased that section?
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, dog.
It's probably not even going to be there anymore.
It's the Illuminati for sure.
Homie, it's not even going to be there anymore, dog. I'm telling you the truth, homie. When I turn to get on Main and I'm kind of like on the curb now, between
She's probably one of them MK Ultra fucking victims.
Bro.
Dog, they brainwashed.
I mean, she had like, you know, like scabs on her face. Like she was like,
Yeah.
like, bro, like,
It's not the warrior for sure.
no, I think she was more like doing
Heroin?
Tai Chi and shit. You know what I mean?
What's Tai Chi?
You know, like,
Oh
like,
yeah,
leaning
yeah,
over
yeah,
and they don't ever hit the ground and
Right.
shit. oh shit! See what happens, dog? Tai Chi shit. Tai Chi, my boy. Tai Chi.
The quickness, huh?
Hey, I'm serious, bro. Literally, I was going down, and I was looking at the camera because I had the speaker and shit, and I looked up and I noticed because she was like crouched down, writing at the very bottom,
Right.
and I'm like, what?
Was she like?
I was still a distance away from her, bro. Hello.
She's like.
Bro, and then when I ran up, I thought it was gonna be a dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, but I noticed like on mine, I'm like, this is chalk, right? Because she had already wrote all over mine.
Crazy.
And then she was like down a little bit more, and then I'm like, hey, what the hell are you doing? What the heck? And I started dribbling. I was like, man, if you was a dude, like, man, it would have been different. I'm not
Yeah.
promoting any violence, but somebody was not disrespecting me. They were writing on my hard work.
Literally all over that shit.
All over it, bro. And when I came back later that day, because I had the ice chest, because that morning I went to go turn on my bike cable, that got fixed, and then I had to go on, I was building a fence, working, doing some other side job, and then when I came back, the homie picked me up and we were cruising around, I was showing him, and I was like, I had my ice chest, but the ice already melted, so I'm using the water from there, and we pulled up, and now I go to the wall, and I'm just like rubbing the wall. So people are probably like, what the hell is this fool doing?
Yeah.
Tripping out, right?
Yeah.
Tai Chi, right? Wax on, wax out. Bro, it was a trip, man. Yeah, that was.
So she like possessed or what?
Yeah, I mean, she was an MK Ultra for sure.
Yeah.
She was like, it's a lack of college. You have no college. This is why this is happening. You have no high school diploma. Yeah, Wabaki. Yes, exactly. That's how. I mean, and it was a trip because you literally just got off, bro.
Right.
You're like, hey, bro, I'm about to bounce to Halle. And
I think I was at Holly already. I was in the parking lot. I was driving, watching.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
what yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just remember looking and being like, oh, okay, cool.
Right.
And hey, you snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
You missed it, my boy. So I went back and cleaned it up, man. I'm sorry to the other guys. I'm sorry, Trippy, too, man. I'm sorry, guys. And I think there is a chalk right in your guys' stuff, man. But
Take some water.
I wasn't gonna wax off the whole wall, bro. The majority of it was on mine.
Right.
It was literally on mine. Because now I'm looking at it and it's like, does mine say something?
It
outside?
said something to her, dog. Yeah.
It did, huh?
Yeah, dog.
It was like,
Money,
whoa.
bro, fucking, yeah.
And then the all-seeing eye is like illuminated.
Yeah. She was probably going deep, dog.
Yeah, she said, it said, all I remember is the last one's hijacked. It was like HH hijacked. Like 3 H words.
Right.
It was like hacked, something.
Heinous hacking,
No, it was,
hijacking motherfucker.
no,
Hot
not.
spots.
And she's like, you never know another hyena to walk in the. Or how does it go? She goes, what is it? You ever seen a hyena walk in the botas like these before? Or what is she? You couldn't walk a mile in these botas.
Damn.
Oh,
Talking about some possessed shit, I fucking that's one of the things the subjects I have. It was like, so have you ever heard of some place
Never
called
heard of it.
Miami Aerospace Academy? It has like a street name or another nickname called the Devil's Academy.
is it in Miami?
Yeah. Nah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and it's in Miami. And it's
hey,
called the
don't
Devil's
you fucking
Academy.
dare, dog.
And it's called the Devil's Academy.
Is that what that dude was talking about on that? The dude that just kind of came out on what we were talking about, Saeed. Remember, he started telling me about, hey, have you seen this episode? And you're like, oh, I watched it.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. But so it's a school in Miami, and it was called the Devil's Academy. It got the nickname the Devil's Academy because fucking one day during class or during school, all the kids, 700 kids were reported that day. 700 kids were reported in the hospital to be possessed in the local hospital. 700 kids were registered, dog, for being possessed. And so how it started off is two boys jumped out the fucking class window, right? Another group of
Like through the glass and shit?
through the roof from the high story out the
okay.
window, dead. And then other students started eating one of the fucking students.
Basalt?
Yeah, like they were all like on bath salt or some shit. Like
It was
just
all on
wild.
bath salt.
But they say it was more possessive because teachers and kids were running around saying they're seeing demons. The lockers were like slamming. It was like the lights were going crazy.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, and some poltergeist shit. And a girl, one of the little girls was like started levitating.
She's like, "Oh."
Yeah, she started like fucking turning into like the Exorcist type shit. And she was like throwing up and doing all the crazy shit.
hell.
Yeah, bro. But 700
Her head
kids,
fucking bro. 700 kids?
all did some wild shit. Like they all went crazy, right? You know. And then after, so I guess, you know, they were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then it turns out like they started investigating in the school.
Mm-hmm.
So the fucking teachers in the school were like teaching these kids how to practice esoteric shit,
What'd you say right
witchcraft,
now?
esoteric.
What is it?
What practice?
Practice what?
Esoteric stuff.
What is that? What is that?
Esoteric, like tarot cards, and
Oh.
esoteric is like the spiritual. It could be the evil spiritual world, or black magic, or white magic. That's esotericness, like shit like that.
tarot,
Spells, the Illuminati, like those symbolisms. That's all esoteric, you know, like
Esoteric.
esoteric.
Spell it.
ESOTORIC. Esoteric.
One more time.
ESOTRIC. Esoteric.
Okay.
But they were teaching them how to like fucking. They were like teaching them how to like sacrifice, and these fools had like fucking videos of them teaching these kids shit like that, like just a bunch of like devil worshiping shit, pretty much, you know. And they were finding like little like books, or they'll find like under the certain places of the school, they'll find like bones and, you know, like shit that they would like use the sticks and sacrifice that and then just bury it or whatever. And they found like papers, like written letters. And
with that being said, right? The teachers, the staff, the administratives, had to all be in cahoots to some degree, right?
Right.
And there was an impact on our children.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking way as right now, all this other shit that's happening, that they're having an impact on our children, dog. So, and that's just like shows, even though it's not the same it's two different
Subjects,
it's the same subject but different topic, or how do I say that?
Right.
You are